Hi everybody, this is an overview of my 1997 Y87 Camaro, some of the modifications that I've done to it over time. Now, really the only substantial modifications to the engine are a Z28 intake, which you'll see in just a moment. And the idea behind this was really simple. The Z28 is 50% larger than a 3.8 liter motor, but for my application, I was only trying to get something in the same ballpark as Z28 power. So power is all about the amount of air that you can burn. Since I'm trying to get the same amount of power out, I didn't think I really needed uh, a larger intake in order to accomplish that. And quite frankly, with the K&N filter, it flows really well. So there was no real reason to mess with it. So here you can see the factory exhaust system taken out of the vehicle, just laid out, so you can get a better look at it. Here's from a different angle. You can see the dual exhaust. Um, Actually wasn't a bad sounding exhaust system, but this is a lot better. So you can kind of see from these pictures that this is a lot thicker tubing. So here side by side you see that the pipes are substantially larger, so it should be a lot less resistance. And installed on the car, it has a nice mean look to it. And I'll post another video about the sound, but yeah, it has a nice clean sounding, high revving, or just deep, very throaty V8 sound to it.
Okay, here is a replay of my 0 to 60 run earlier today.
Notice that the G-Tech will call out the 0 to 60, or actually calls out the 60 foot, 330 foot, 8th mile time, 1,000 foot time, quarter mile time. So everything is clearly documented there, so there was no funny business or shenanigans here. So here's just some screen captures of, that's the 5.9060 and the 14-second quarter mile. And these are directly from the G-Tech. It also does an approximation of road horsepower, and you guys who have G-Techs know all that, so it's not a real number, but it's a calculated parameter, and a maximum of 0.74 Gs. So not necessarily world-beating numbers, but still not too bad. And again, this here is just a more detailed screen captures of some of the graphs that the G-Tech produces for you. This is an older unit, but it produces pretty decent data and it's pretty reliable. So I have no reason to question whether or not the G-Tech is actually giving me reliable data. But I'm still just kind of baffled as to how I could get these types of numbers with the light modifications that I've done with the engine.
Okay, this is a recap of my previous best run.
This run was done about a year ago, actually just a little bit over a year ago before I put the new exhaust system on. So as you can see, the numbers are substantially slower. I mean, they're not bad for a six-cylinder Camaro, but they're not nearly the same. Um, so here you have 0 to 60 in 7.52 seconds, which is kind of par for the course. And a quarter mile time of 15.68 seconds at 88.1 miles an hour. Again, not the fastest six-cylinder Camaro out there by far, but someone posted that I might have had a clog catalytic converter, which may have been really killing my performance. But that's very close to well, the numbers that it was giving when it was new, or at least the quoted new numbers. So it's kind of a baffling thing. So, if you guys have any theories as to what's going on here, just please feel free to let me know. All right, our household one signing off.